And now over to updates from West Asia. While Israel continues to pound Gaza, the Israeli Prime Minister has revived calls to allow Palestinians to leave the Gaza Strip. And this was during an interview. Netanyahu stated that Israel would allow Palestinians to leave Gaza. This proposal has been met with skepticism as expected, as past suggestions of these kinds to resettle Gazans outside the territory have only been widely criticized.
If they want, we will allow this first of all within Gaza during the fighting, and we will certainly allow them to leave Gaza as well.
In addition to that, Netanyahu also hinted that ceasefire efforts in Gaza are now focused on a comprehensive deal that would release the remaining hostages all at once rather than in phases.
I want them all, both the living and the dead. That's why we're going for this. And I'm not telling you that I won't be willing to discuss it. I want to bring everyone back as part of ending the war.
Meanwhile, Israeli military released a video and claimed that it recently struck a group of militants in the Gaza Strip who were allegedly disguised as aid workers and used a card with the logo of a World Central Kitchen, an international charity. And on the other hand, Al Jazeera has clarified that a recent Israeli military airstrike has killed 4 of its journalists and 2 freelancers. But as the attack on the journalists' tent in Gaza City provoked international outrage and condemnation from journalist groups, US has refused to condemn Israel over the killing of the journalists.
As we're dealing with a complicated, horrible situation, is that Hamas historically has had members who are embedded in society, including posing as journalists.
In another development, Egypt has said that it is working with fellow mediators, Qatar and US, to broker a 60-day ceasefire and hostage release deal as part of a renewed push to end the Israel-Hamas war.
We have a clear vision in Egypt. Now we are working on a deal on a ceasefire. As soon as we reach this ceasefire, we will host an international conference here in order to talk about early recovery and reconstructions of Gaza.
Meanwhile, 4 mothers of Israeli hostages in Gaza visited Geneva for a private meeting with Mirjana Spolarek, the president of the International Committee of the Red Cross. They said that the end of the war is the only solution.
Fighting is not a solution. The only solution to bring Nimrod and the other of the hostages is only to end the war and sign a deal.
And in Tel Aviv, Israeli protesters gathered outside a hotel where Gaza Humanitarian Foundation officials are said to be staying on Tuesday, calling for the organization to be dismantled. They also condemned the hunger in Gaza. And along with this, Israeli former pilots and reservists of the Israeli Air Force took out a rally in Tel Aviv outside the military headquarters, demanding the end of the war and the return of the hostages.